Hey there, fellow travelers. Are you ready to hit the road with your furry friend by your side? Let's go. Today we're diving into how to RV safely with your pets without the stress. Hey everyone, I'm Charlie Grace and this is my dog Rosie. Rosie and I have been traveling for quite some time now. Rosie's now 7.5 and she's always been on the road with me. I'm going to give you some of my tips and tricks of all the really cool things that I use to keep her safe on the road and have a fantastic trip for the both of us. So buckle up, leash up, and let's get started. You may be ready for your next big RV trip, but is your dog? Step 1 is to get your dog comfortable with being in the RV. If you're able to have your RV next to your home for a few days, start to spend time with your dog in your RV, such as feeding them, playing with some of their favorite toys in the RV, and even bringing their favorite sleeping blanket or crate to show them where it's okay to sleep or nap in the RV. Showing your dog that the RV is just an extension of their existing home is the best way to make them comfortable before you hit the road. On your first trip, plan a short overnight or weekend trip with your dog to try things out. It may not go perfect, or you may have a few kinks to work out, but that's okay. Look for your dog's cues to show if they're anxious, excited, or bored, or need some extra snuggle time. By learning to determine what your dog needs, this will allow you to have options and try to plan and figure out how to have the most successful RV trip. When planning your RV trip, make sure that your destination is also dog-friendly. Confirm with the campground that you'll be staying at that they will allow dogs. Ask if they have a dog breed or quantity restriction per RV. Also ask if they have any pet-specific rules at the campground. Each campground is different and it's important to be a responsible pet owner. If you're going to be taking your dog on hikes or other fun excursions, make sure to do your research ahead of time. Whether it's a small town shopping or a national park hiking, it's always best to do a little research ahead of time to make sure your destination is dog-friendly. Although you may be having the RV trip of a lifetime, your dog may be too overwhelmed with all the new settings, sounds, and smells that you're introducing them to. Your dog takes their cues from you and depends upon you to be their rock. If your dog is showing signs of anxiety or excessive barking, you may want to try a calming treat or a compression shirt and spend some one-on-one time with them to assist them to relax. If your dog barks excessively, the campground may ask you to leave, as it would be a disturbance to others. When you feel that you're ready to try to leave your dog home alone in the RV, be prepared to have items to keep them busy while you're gone. Whether it's a new treat, keeping the TV on, or a new toy, your dog will need a bit of distraction as they'll be missing you while you're gone. You will also need a way to monitor your pet and the temperature inside of your RV while you're away. Many people have remote temperature devices, Wi-Fi cameras, as well as a backup plan with someone at the campground, such as the office staff in case there's an emergency and you cannot get back to your RV. We all travel with a first aid kit, but do you have one for your dog? When you are on the road, you need to be prepared in case of an emergency. Make sure that your dog's shot records are up to date and keep the latest copy of your dog's veterinarian record with you. When you check in at the campsite, ask the campground staff where the local veterinarian office or emergency pet hospital is in case you need to contact them while you're visiting. Every dog loves to go outside and play, so make sure that you follow the rules and keep your dog on a leash while they play unless they are in a designated off-leash dog park. Many parks and campgrounds have leash rules, so be prepared and bring a nice reflective leash for those fun walks around the campground and day trips. Your four-legged friend may need a bit of extra coaxing to find a place to relieve themselves as it's not their backyard that they're used to using. Going to new places has a lot of different smells, so don't be surprised if you need to go for a longer walk or find an area outside of your personal campground to find a place for your dog to relieve themselves. Make sure to bring ample dog waste bags and dispose of them properly. Keeping a campground picked up and being a responsible dog owner allows campgrounds to remain dog-friendly for years to come. Remember that your dog is always looking to you for cues that things are okay and they're being a good dog. When you praise them for positive behavior, that lets them know that what they're doing is correct. Therefore, when your dog is eating in the RV, getting in the RV by himself, going into their crate for travel, or doing a great job while taking them for a walk, don't forget to praise them. Say good dog and give them a small training treat. The more positive experiences the dog has on your RV trip, the more they will become accustomed to it and love going on your trips. By doing a bit of preparation and working with your dog, your next big RV trip can be a success for both you and your forever best friend. Okay, so let's recap just a little bit here. Number one, we got to get your pet acclimated to the RV. So this is important. If you've never had your pet in an RV before, it might be a good idea to bring it home, test it out, put it in your driveway, put it in your backyard. Let the pet go in and out in the safety of their own environment so they sort of get used to the idea of it. That's really handy. Number two, before you take them outside of the RV in a new place, remember, you need to check it out first. Scope the area, look for sharp sticks, poison ivy, other things, broken glass that could be a problem, or more importantly, predators, bears, alligators, things like that. You'd be surprised what's out there. All right, and let's circle back to safety. Do you have a safety kit for your pet? Really important. I know you have a first aid kit for you, but do you have a first aid kit for them? And keeping with the medical topic, do you have all your pet's medical records? If for some reason something happens and you have to go to a vet, it's nice to have all those medical records handy and you can just hand them over. Emergencies do happen. Wherever you park your RV, make sure you look ahead of time where would be the closest emergency veterinarian. That's really important. You never know when you're going to need it, but I'd much prefer to have it and know quickly than trying to scroll around on my phone and try to find one at the last minute. And don't forget all the necessities like food, water, toys, blankets, things that they like, their own little bedding, something that brings home to them in their new, I call it, mobile doghouse on wheels. They need to have those comforts just like you do too. And keeping up the routine is super important, just so their new home on wheels is like their sticks and bricks. I can't say this enough. Safety is of the utmost importance. So you're traveling with your pet in your RV, your motorized RV, or in your truck that you're towing your trailer behind. Please make sure that your pet is safe by being buckled in, away from any kind of airbag, and making sure that they are okay so that they are not in harm's way. You wouldn't have your newborn baby just rolling around the back seat, so why would you have your pet? How do I know so much about RVing with dogs? I wrote the book. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below of the book that I wrote, as well as some of the cool products I talked about, where it's the clasp that you can put it on a dog's harness when you're driving, things like that. Really handy items. So until next week, if you're interested in learning more about pets on the road and you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'd love to answer them. If this video helped you and your pet, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button and that bell to get notified when I put out more really cool videos. You'll be the first to know. Until next time, safe travels and happy tails.